And I think this is the challenge, right? Because ultimately, to make the best decisions, if you look at AI ultimately as a support mechanism to make better decisions for the business, whether it be at the boardrooms that Scott was just referring to or at the GM level that I was referring to before, ultimately it's about helping making better decisions. And I use the example in my second book, The Path to Digital Maturity, where I explained, today, imagine you have a situation where two line cooks call out. Well, today the GM has to hustle. They have to figure out what are we going to do to maintain service when that kind of thing happens. But what if we had a world where AI was able to be able to actually either predict that this would happen in the first place, or secondly, maybe even get to a place where it can help the GM make the best decision, knowing that maybe at the location 2 miles down the road, there's someone that actually wants extra hours. Maybe it's about registering on OpenTable less tables for reservations this evening, or increasing prices on DoorDash so that way you can automatically throttle some orders to reduce the throughput capacity, knowing that your throughput is going to be impacted if you can't replace those line cooks. Now, that type of thing today can't exist because these systems aren't holistically interdependent of each other. And so, therefore, if we can build a world where the data comes together, and that requires, therefore, the decision makers at the top level to be able to say, do we want to be able to have this level of decision co-independence between our systems to be able to drive better outcomes? If they can get to that place, then they can agree about having the right data architecture, the right data platform, which is something that we do at Invisible Technologies.